Hey, it's Telfo and welcome to Street Machine Drag Challenge for 2018. It's scrutineering day at Calder Park. We have put through over 270 cars from all over the country. Some of the toughest street cars in Australia are here. We're going to go meet some of the top contenders right now. We're here with Adam Rogash, who's been on the podium 3 years in a row. One radial blown the year before last. Mate, the car's looking fantastic. We love the little ball horns out the side. In terms of driving the car on the street and then driving on the track, what are the jobs you have to do?
All we're doing this year, we've just got quick release V-bands to drop the exhaust on and off. And then we've actually made it so the mounts stay there, so the bull's horns are kind of a 10-minute job to get on and off. We just stiffen the suspension up to get it on the street to take a bit more load in the back with the trailer and whatnot, and that's it.
And fuel-wise?
Fuel-wise, pump fuel between tunes, between tracks. We're using the Haltech to actually switch between fuels, and then we're using the Martini race fuel, 116 octane E85 at the tracks. We're using CO2 this year, not only to cool our beers down, but it's actually, the CO2's got a higher bottle pressure than what boost we're running. So basically what we're doing is we're using the CO2 to shuffle on top of the gate that's on top of the diaphragm, which means we're not going to blow gates open. We can close them at an instant or we can open them at an instant. So we use two different solenoids to increase and decrease the amount of CO2 on the top of those gates. So if we end up finding that we're going boost over race time or something like that, we can come in and at 3.4 seconds into the run, we find that there's a shitty part of the track. We can actually pull all the boost out at that point and then slam it back in as soon as that track's good again, which we couldn't do before with the slow boost response that we had.
Mate, it's fascinating stuff. We really look forward to you guys working that out over the week, and it should be a weapon by Friday.
Yeah, hopefully. We're just using this year as a bit of testing and whatnot. There's definitely some big contenders out there this year, and we've got a lot of customers doing this now, so this might be the last year I can personally bring my own car, as we obviously have to offer this backup support to all of our customers as well. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this year.
We are here at Scrutineering. Bubba's just about to leave. Mate, you've had a bit of a hard week. Can you summarise that in 30 words or less?
It's been hectic. It really has. We got the car together sooner than we first anticipated, made massive horsepower at the rear wheels. I jinxed myself by saying we're all going to be all right and the boys were just going to pull something off for shits and giggles. We went to Swan Hill for testing, blew the converter, transmission, burnt the car, burnt the parachutes. Yeah, burnt everything actually. So yeah, all the boys got together, helped us out, got the car repainted, everything fixed, everything ready to rock and roll for this long week of racing.
So you've just got your stickers, you scrutineered, but you're going back to all race now?
Yeah, we've still got about 3 days worth of work, so we'll get that done tonight. Just check over everything, make sure everything's safe. We are hoping to PB with this kind of horsepower, so we want to make sure everything's safe. And we've got alcohol in the fridge, you know.
And you had a quick test, believe it or not, on Friday at Calder, but pretty slippery.
Yes, took it out Friday night and almost hit the wall. Lifted front wheels, which is pretty cool, and then steered me into the wall, so that wasn't too cool. So, but I've heard they're actually going to prep it this time, so it should be good. It should be good.
Let's hope so. With Frank Marchese with the Dandy Engines XW Falcon that Frank and Lou have been running since about 2004 and developing the car constantly since then. Mate, the car is a credit to you guys. What's the current PB?
7000.
How close can you get?
Oh, I mean, I always thought about running a 690 or a 699. Never thought about a 7000. But hey, maybe it was for a reason. Maybe it's to happen on Drag Challenge. It's only Sunday, but time will tell. It would be a fairy tale for us, but look, the event's there to have a crack, and we're just having a crack. You know, I don't want to be like, just because we're going 7000, we are carrying more weight with exhaust system, unleaded fuel tank now. So it's not going to be as easy as just loading my 7-second tune up and knowing it's going to go and do it.
Yeah. What do we have to do to the Fairmont to get it from street trim to race trim?
I'm doing some of the basics. I'm going to try and run with exhaust on. I'm used to running with an exhaust off, so I haven't decided until I get to the tracks what I'm going to do. But other than that, I'm just going to switch over to a 16-volt battery, which I'm used to running with. Pretty much move some weight around on the car. I might raise it or lower it depending on the tracks and going from there.
And to see you pulled the shocks out of the back, what's that about?
Oh, well, I've got a set of travelling shocks and for the rear, because it's so bumpy and I don't know what the roads are going to be like. I've never done drag challenge, it's my first time. So I just thought I'd be a bit cautious on the shockers. And they are expensive, but they're a good shock. And I've taken a set of travelling shocks out for the road and I put my race ones in just for the track.
That is very wise because, yes, it's very bumpy.
But look, it's part of the challenge, and that's what I like about the drag challenge. Is all about the challenge, and it's so far been a challenge just to get here. I can't wait to see what the challenge is going to be throughout the week.
I think you'll enjoy it, mate. Such an awesome car. 7000, leaf sprung, small block Ford,
204 mile an hour.
204 mile an hour, and it looks like basically any car you'd see on a cruise.
Well, I already feel good that I passed a highway patrol police officer and he just gave me the wave. So, that's how, to me, the car is as close to as everyday driver anyone can make it.
Right, here's Mark Drew, who was runner-up last year. Mark, I understand you've done a fair bit of work to the car. I know you've done a fair bit of work to the car. It's got a fairly major couple of changes. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, she had a bit of an overhaul. I sold all the old turbo gear and I put a fabricated front end in it. I made all the turbo manifolds a bit different.
Yep.
So yeah, she's a whole new ball game. Switched over to alcohol, so no intercooler. Yeah, she's different gear.
So bigger turbos?
No, same turbos, same. It's pretty much the same combo, just everything's different.
And you've gone pretty quick. I think we did 770 at Grudge Kings.
Yeah, went 778 at Grudge Kings and 770 at Swan Hill at a private day. So.
And even took it up to Willowbank for Kenda.
Yeah, took it up there and had a bit of a mishap. We snapped the rod in half, but we've got it back and running. So it went 487, I think it was, to the 8th. So.
Holy shit! So that equates to a pretty fast quarter mile.
Yeah, it's low 740, maybe 730.
Shit. Well, she's looking crustier than ever.
Yeah, it's I've been on the paint side of it. I've been shining her up. So.
Okay.
Nah, nothing. Don't think I've ever washed it.
All right, mate. Well, very intrigued to see how you go because this is a very reliable car and very fast. So you should have a good week.
I hope so. Cheers. Thanks, boys.
I'm here with Mark Vandertop. He's, of course, the winner of the very first Street Machine Drag Challenge weekend earlier this year in Queensland, and the only guy ever to win a Drag Challenge event in a Ford.
Yeah, Ford. That's awesome, isn't it?
It was very cool. Now, this car is a real staunch street car. It's gone a bit faster than it did. I think a Drag Challenge got very close to a 7, and you've done that since.
Yeah, we've managed to do the 7. We actually did our first 7 on the same tune as Drag Challenge. Then we tweaked it slightly to go a bit better. And you say, we've changed a few things, but not a lot. We've gone for a safety thing. We put bead locks on the tyres now. So that's one change. But besides the lousy little bit of boost we put into it, not really much has changed.
Now, of course, on the last day of Drag Challenge weekend last year, had a little altercation with the wall at Willowbank, but you wanted to drive the car home, so you took parts of the car off, I think the bumper bar off, and panel beated it with a tree, and you actually drove home, and the car's still bearing a few scars now.
The car is exactly the same as what we left Drag Challenge on the weekend. I haven't changed a thing on the bodywork.
So, mate, we're so glad that you came down. We love having all these tough Fords at Drag Challenge, and wish you all the best for the week.
Okay, thank you very much for Simon, and hopefully we'll make it to the end, eh?
It's the game of the game.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, and we want to be there.
Yeah. All right, it's just about the end of scrutineering here with Anita Singh from Paramount Performance. G'day.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really well. We're stoked to have the famous VC back again. It's really cool.
Thank you. It's hectic to be here.
No doubt. I can't help but notice that Terry isn't here.
He's not. He's actually busy helping Harry get here for tomorrow. So the team had to come and do the scrutineering on our own.
So you mean Harry Haig with the Green HQ?
Yes, that's him. The infamous Harry.
You guys raced this car at Drag Challenge weekend in Queensland, and I understand there's a few changes since then.
Yeah, so we've gone with a version 3 now, we're up to. Normally HDT 275 is retiring. We've now re-nicknamed him to Johnny Farnham. More comebacks than him. So yeah, we've changed a few things. Hoping to do a bit better than our 737, so we'll see how we go.
Right, of course, you guys were one of the original 18 that came on Drag Challenge that very first time. You've only missed one event. You've run at least 2 7-second passes at Drag Challenge. You've got the fastest ever pass at a Drag Challenge.
We do.
And yeah, it's not a bad record.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, and that's one of the reasons why we come back.
You guys, no matter how hard it is, no matter what it throws at you, you guys keep coming back. We love that. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Alrighty, that's just a handful of the big bangers here for Drag Challenge 2018. Racing starts Monday at Calder Park and goes on to Swan Hill, Mildura, back to Swan Hill, and then finishes here, Calder Park Raceway, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday night. See you there.